Hey, welcome by Home for You by Floyd P. Roberts. Home for You by Floyd P. Roberts. This is your midweek market news. Midweek market news. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. We got 5 points I want to cover on the interest rates, and around 6 points I want to talk about on the real estate standpoint of what's going on in the market right now, what we're seeing. Okay, so first of all, I want to shout out to Todd in Jacksonville. What's up, Todd? Thanks for checking in. Anthony from Pensacola. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. My man Otto up in Grand Rapids. What's up, bro? All right. Edward from AZ, Arizona. What's up, man? He's checking in. My man Robert from Hawaii checking in. What's up? All right. So all around the globe. All right. Quincy from Brooklyn. What's up, cuz? Good. Glad you're checking in. Andrew from Jersey. What up, yo? So shout out, subscribe. Let me know what's up. I'll talk to you guys soon, all right? If you like the show, subscribe right here. Subscribe to the button, and we'll go from there. So let's talk about interest rates. It's all about interest rates right now, right? Everything's up. Gas prices are up. At the pump, you go to pump your gas in there. The gas are up. There's no doubt about it. We're looking at about $8 a gallon, maybe $9 a gallon here in LA, and even some parts of it, right? The cheapest I found at Costco is probably like $5.85 or $5.80 or at Sam's Club. But anyway, 30-year fix, right? 30-year fixed rate is a 6.0%, almost triple than a year ago. It's been a year since the pandemic. We declared we're opening up about a year or so. The governor released to where we could open up. Believe it or not, it's been a year already. So what an increase from 1.5% to 6.0% over a year, 12 months time, all right? So in the 15-year fix is a 5.27, and the 5-year ARM, 5.1-year ARM is at 4.18%. And then the 30-year fix jumbo loan is 5.94. I remember the jumbo loan was about 1.5. I can't believe that from a year ago. Incredible. All right, so what we're seeing right now with the interest rates creeping up like that, it's kind of hard. We're seeing like days on market before, when everything was popping off, right? We're seeing like homes are selling 1 day, 2 days before you even get the sign up on the lawn, right? Before the sign even go out, we're talking about the homes are selling, right? So right now it's got to be a shift. You can't have that with high interest rates and everything else. You can't, because see, we're still seeing it in some neighborhoods though. In some areas it's still like that, but for the most part, what we're seeing, according to the MLS, if you go to MLS, you take a look at it, homes are staying on the market a little bit more, probably like maybe 15 to 20 days on average, even more now, some more, some less. But the average, I remember before, a home put on the market, wow, we got 20, 30, 40 even offers. I remember put this house on the market one day had 40 offers. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. Right now we're seeing homes are staying on the market like 15 to 20 days, even some cancellations because people are expecting to sell so fast. All right, but still closings are still happening. Closings are still happening and will continue to happen in the real estate market. But that's what we're seeing is a little bit of not a hiccup, but it's normal. The average day on market is like anywhere from 30 to 35. I remember homes being on market for 60 days. So this is not out of the norm. So that's what we're seeing. So also, new time buyers is having a harder time to qualify per se. They're still getting qualified, but they have to come out with a little bit more money out of pocket. On a national average, according to the USA World Report, saying that the average new time buyer have to come out with at least $30,000 more out of pocket, compensate for those interest rates, because you're paying more for the loan. When you have to pay more for the loan, that money is going to cost you. So we're looking at higher interest rates, higher down payments, things like that. But I was reading the other day, Cal Haffer has continued to, and this is a program from California, and still continue with that same program, making it easier for buyers to qualify in their program. But it's a more of an out of pocket than before, because obviously the loan is more, so you have to come out of pocket a little bit more. All right, so that's on your new time buyer. Inventory remains to stay moderate. It's not a lot of homes coming out, but when they do come out, they are going a little faster than normal in some areas. Not all areas. In some areas, the homes are staying on the market a little longer. So inventory, I was expecting, realistically, with interest rates going up and people would be able to move around and a little bit more, and still the home prices are up. That means the prices are not really coming down. They're still up there. It's just the loan costs more, but the average price, the index on the house, is still up there. It's somewhat of a reduction. You know, some people are reducing prices. They have to reduce the prices to make it harder for people that's qualifying to buy the house. But for the most part, the house is still above average. It's still above average, our average mark on there, because normally you're looking at 3, 4, 5 years ago, the average homes in Bakersfield was about 250, 260. Now we're looking at the houses, the average home, decent home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, is around 360 to 340. That's on the average, and that's dependent on you competing for the market. So you're still seeing homes are still staying up in Santa Clarita. The average home, the average 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 18 to 2,100 square foot, even 1,500 square foot home, you're looking at 650 to 750. That's the average home. You're talking about Canyon Country, maybe Saugus. I mean, that's the average price of a home in the valley. Same thing, anywhere from 675 to 750. That's your average 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, and if you have a pool, you're looking at 750, 800,000 on your average home in the San Fernando Valley. So that's what we're seeing down here. Okay, so all that's being said, inventory is about the same. It's not increasing because, hey, this is what's going on. Even if with the homes being up 600, 700, 800,000, if you do sell your home, you have to move it out of the state of California, which more people are moving out the state, okay? But for example, if you sell your home for $750, what else are you going to buy? You can't move down because you're paying more for the rate for the loan, which is a 30-year fix at 6.0%. If you sell your home, you're actually in a worse state than you are. So that's why people are holding on to their home as long as possible. And if you are selling, you're moving out of state. So again, some people are moving up. They can afford it. They can afford to do that by moving up to a different area or something to find a good deal on the house. But for the most part, people are saying this is why inventory is staying moderate. I thought it was going to be more inventory, being that people are can't afford the homes anymore, or because if you do sell, where are you going to go? Obviously, it's out of state, right? So that's where people are going out of state, and that's why inventory are staying moderate to very low. We will see a little bit more inventory probably at the end of the year, probably early next year, when those loans, interest-only loans, or some of the other loans come to adjust. So we will probably see that. A lot of people call it gloom and doom with the stock market, or a little recession. I don't know. Even if it does happen, I really don't know. It's a possibility. But what we're seeing is one thing that's very interesting, other than inventory being low, is that unemployment. I was just looking around. A lot of places are hiring on the spot. They're having interviews, not like before where it wasn't interviews, it wasn't hiring. A lot of people are hiring for jobs, and that's the interesting thing. So that's what we're starting to see. People want to get back to work. People are hiring. There's many businesses. When you go to the restaurant, the stores, and there's a big old sign in there, they're hiring. People want to hire. Okay, so there's many jobs. Look at Kohl's, Sam's Club, Walmart, all those big Costco. Many young employees are in there getting those summer jobs and working. So a lot of business are hiring. So if you're looking for a job, get a job. And careers, people changing careers, or people getting into their career. There's a lot of big companies are hiring. So that's what we're seeing right now. So the wages, $15 an hour. We had a wage increase here in California. So a lot of people don't know about that, but the wages did go up. It is $15 an hour. So those people are if you're younger, $15 an hour working 40 hours a week, just your cell phone bill, that's a lot of money. Living at home with mom and dad. So just bank on that money. So that's a lot of money. So we see wages. Wages are up there. So employment, $15 an hour, which is pretty decent. A lot of people are working, and it had an increase. Now, unemployment benefits. Now, here's a tricky thing. A lot of places are hiring, right? But you got a lot of people still on unemployment. They have not cut out the unemployment benefit yet. They haven't cut it out. So people are still staying at home. They've extended it again. People are still staying home, banking in that money or working underneath the table, however they're doing it, and still collecting that unemployment. That's what is going on. That's why I'm saying they're hiring and trying to come out of that. So I think not unless they want to cut down unemployment and force people to get back into the jobs, back into the offices, that's what we're going to see to stabilize a little economy a little bit more, because basically the pandemic is over. I mean, still, cases are still out there, but basically for the pandemic and us being on lockdown, I think it's a thing in the past. We want to move forward, move out of this, out of this, we need to move out of it. So that's what we need to do. So pandemic is over. It's over. So let's get back to jobs. A lot of places are hiring. We had the wage increase, so we need people to get back to work. So that's what we're seeing. A lot of people are paying a little bit more for the loans. They said on average, and that's why I think it's the whole up here for new time buyers have to come up with a little bit more money right now, probably like additional $30,000 after that cash got to come somewhere. So that's where that money is. That's where that money's coming from. Anyway, Floyd Roberts, this is your midweek market news. That's what's going on in the sector as far as with the interest rates and the employment, with inventory and everything else. Inventory is going, I do believe by the end of the year, we're going to see a turnaround. We're going to see a definitely turnaround by the end of the year. A lot of more people are going to know where they stand as far as being in their jobs, where they want to move. Is it out of California? Is it still here? And the level, the leverage is going to even out. So I believe things are going to start coming back to somewhat normal, which that is, I don't know, but people say it's normal. So we're hoping to see that. Anyway, midweek market news. Hopefully you like Floyd P. Roberts. Subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. If this was helpful, give me a shout out. Any questions, give me a shout out. Subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. See you next week. Bye.